Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IWN YouTube channel. This is your WWE Monday Night Raw, June 16, 2025. Watch along results for Monday Night Raw, season 33, episode 24. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for all notifications. Make sure you go check out all the other WWE content I have here on the channel. If you missed the watch-alongs from last week, go check those out, give it a thumbs up on those, and keep on supporting the channel. I appreciate the support, and I always continue to support the channel. Your support goes a long way. We are at 790 subs. We are now dangerously close than ever. We're dangerously closer than ever to 800 subscribers. We got Liv Morgan and Dominique Mysterio kicking off Monday Night Raw. She just got through finishing cutting a promo. We got Io Sky out, the WWE Women's Champion. I'm anxious to see what Io Sky has to say, so we're gonna go ahead and tune into the show. And all I can tell you is enjoy the show tonight. I don't want to see no complaints on X. We are getting another one of the best Monday Night Raws of 2025. The card looks solid. It doesn't look great. It doesn't look terrible or mid. It's just a solid card. It's a solid B+ card. It's not like it's an A card or a C- card. All right, let's tune into the show, folks. I don't waste anybody's time here. The card for tonight doesn't look bad at all. We'll go over it when it goes on commercial. Again, Liv Morgan, Dominique Mysterio, Io Sky, kicking off Monday Night Raw, season 33, episode 24.
Shut your mouth! All you do is whine and show disrespect. あんたいつもわがままばっかりいい加減にしろ。You disrespect. You.
Oh yeah, Wes Lee went one-on-one with Cappuccino Jones last week on Evolve.
If you wanna fight me, I'm.
Let's get some more people tuned in tonight, man. We only got 10 people in here. We got 8 people from X tuned in, and we got 2 people in the YouTube live chat. Make sure y'all share the stream to all social media platforms. Let everybody know that I'm live for Monday Night Raw, episode 24 on Netflix.
More than any other woman in this division, then that's okay. We don't need to fight, and you can just hand me the title.
And let's get some likes on the stream. Let's keep the likes, the views, and the subscription train going here. Like I said, we're dangerously close to 800 subscribers.
Anything. If you want it, you have to earn it. You cannot just steal it like you stole dirty dumb.
Whoa. Io, just make this easy for Liv. And give her what she wants. Just like I do every single day.
Io, you should listen to Dominic because he's a smart man. You can just give the title a little spit shine and then hand it off to me. I'll take it right now. Thank you. Thank you so much. You want it? Yeah. All right, Liv.
So this is a Liv Morgan Io Sky segment.
Oh, good for Io. Io Sky teaching Liv Morgan to have some here tonight, and a shot at Dominic as well. Innocent bystander. I look for that film.
I wouldn't call it innocent bystander. Whatever.
Io Sky, the women's world champion. I think it's safe to say that was not the response Liv Morgan was expecting from the women's world champion. Well, what did she expect? Io Sky, a proud champion, was just going to hand over the championship to Liv Morgan. Io Sky will not give away that title without a fight.
Well, listen, Liv Morgan made a lot of valid points tonight. She may, in the opinion of some, deserve an opportunity to become women's world champion.
So let's go over the Monday Night Raw card. Like I said, it's a solid B+ card. We're gonna go over it real quick. So we got a Liv Morgan and Io Sky segment. They're showing the King of the Ring men's tournament bracket, Night of Champions. We got the Fatal 4-Way first round King of the Ring tournament taking place tonight, as well as the Queen of the Ring women's Fatal 4-Way match. Got Liv Morgan taking it on Kairi Sane. We just seen her on TV with the segment with Io Sky. Bayley will address her recent developments, address her shocking attack on Becky Lynch. And Gunther, the 2-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion, is set to appear tonight. And much more. Let's tune back into Monday Night Raw. We got one of my main favorite female WWE superstars coming out. Stephanie.
The following Fatal 4-Way is a first-round match in the Queen of the Ring tournament.
I don't think anybody realized how important this match is for Stephanie. It's beyond important. This Fatal 4-Way match is about to be spectacular. It's about to blow the roof off this place.
Superstar in the entire game, be it male or female.
This is going to be a banger of a Fatal 4-Way match, especially with Asuka
going to
and
find out.
stabbed
We
in
also
the
have
match,
the
man.
return.
And Ivy Nile, then let's not forget, she ain't bad either. She could take almost any female talent to the limit. We got ourselves a banger, another banger of a Monday Night Raw tonight. This is going to be a good, solid show tonight. I can feel it. I can see it. I just know it. Soon as Oldberg soon as Oldberg comes back, the fans are going to be quiet. The vibe of this show is going to completely be taken away as soon as Goldberg comes back. I'm telling you right now. Nobody wants to see Goldberg on television. I don't either. But it's happening. I honestly, I hate that I'm saying it, but it's going to happen tonight. I mean, he's the only opponent that Gunther has right now. They don't have any plans to have Gunther feud with anybody for that championship right now. I mean, Ilya Dragunov is still out with injury. I would love to see that feud back on TV, like it was on NXT years ago. I'd love to see another Gunther versus Ilya Dragunov matchup. Anytime, any day of the week. So glad I get to be live for Monday Night Raw, NXT, and Evolve. Not only those shows, but be live for the WWE pay-per-views as well. They don't call them WWE pay-per-views no more. They call them premium live events. I still call them pay-per-views. Pay-per-views and premium live events, to me, are the same. Honestly, one and the same. Especially if you put two and two together. Waiting on Raw to come back on from commercial break tonight. I don't know what happened to my audience tonight, man. Usually I get a lot of more audience than this. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting hungry. I might order me something to eat tonight.
Combo tickets are on sale right now.
Come on, light. This new lamp I have. Pretty cool.
Got it.
Yeah, things have not been going the way of Liv Morgan, so hopefully Raquel Rodriguez can put a smile on her face tonight.
There's Raquel Rodriguez.
Representing the Judgment Day, she is one half of the women's tag team champion, Raquel Rodriguez.
Well, Raquel made her presence felt last week here on Monday Night Raw. Fatal four-way match in a first-round Queen of the Ring tournament. And Rhea Ripley on Riptide to Liv Morgan looked like she's going to pick up the win.
Yeah, I usually have more audience than this, man. I don't know what's going on tonight.
In an impactful way, taking Rhea's eye off of the situation at hand, which opened the door for an insane elbow, but Roxanne Perez, who promised to help out Liv Morgan earlier in the night, did just that in her own sort of way. Well, she picked up the
Wait a minute. I gotta fix my camera.
ran of Liv Morgan, then she said to Liv later on, well, hey, at least someone from Judgment Day picked up the win and didn't allow Kairi Sane.
There we go.
We heard Liv Morgan just a few moments ago deliver the mission statement to Raquel. It's crystal clear because when everybody's winning, everybody gets along, whether it be the Judgment Day or any
Got a
other
new lamp.
throughout the history of this industry. When everybody's winning, when everybody's making more money, everybody gets along a lot better. Look at the intensity etched on the face of Ivy Nile.
Ivy Nile's already in the ring. Oh, she's back. Asuka. There she is. She's finally made her return to TV.
WWE Universe.
She's back. And she's dressed in all black. Like she's going to turn heel tonight. Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to happen. Stephanie doesn't look surprised at all. She probably been keeping up with the news. Oh, she got that face paint on her. Yep, she's turning heel tonight. She's got that face paint on. Oh, Lord.
Four-time women's world champion. Corey Asuka's been out of action for a long 13 months. 13 months for us has to have felt like multiple lifetimes to the Empress of Tomorrow, who is eager to reestablish her dominance in WWE.
Stephanie is focused. She has not taken her eyes off her at all.
From that of which she left 13 months ago. Indeed, and Asuka has a knee brace on her left knee, underwent knee surgery, cost her a year of her career, but she's back tonight. Fatal four-way rules. First woman to get pinfall submission wins the matchup. No disqualifications, no countouts. The winner will head on to the semifinals Friday night on SmackDown to take on Alexa Bliss. There's Vaquer and Asuka working together. In the early moments of this one, you will see plenty of temporary alliances, with the emphasis on temporary in these fatal four-way contests. You know, we mentioned Roxanne Perez a bit earlier on. Roxanne's in action Friday night on SmackDown as she takes on Jade Cargill in the other semifinals in the women's division. I'm sorry, that'll be next week on Monday Night Raw. Friday night on SmackDown.
Yeah, I can't wait. I've been wanting to see this. Asuka and Stephanie. Yeah.
Locking horns. Here we go, mid-ring, Vaquer and Asuka. Cover now, and Asuka kicks at one. Yeah, this is a dream match to many around the world.
Yeah, according to me.
And now Ivy Nile taking the fight for Stephanie Vaquer.
Man, they had to ruin it. God damn. Come on, Ivy Nile and Raquel.
Listen, there aren't too many women on the face of the earth you can compare to a pit bull who will take it as a compliment like Ivy Nile does. Oh, look at the power of Raquel. Raquel Rodriguez, a ton of confidence as of late, dominating now.
Laundry.
Raquel looking like, man, y'all motherfuckers bullying. Y'all motherfuckers bullying me and shit, man. Damn. Oh. Oh, Lordy. It's great to see her back. The Asuka fans have missed her. The Asuka fans missed the shit out of her, man. And now that they get to see her on TV, I'm sure they are super happy and super hyped and excited. Stephanie fans, including myself and the Asuka fans, are going to be even more excited once we get Asuka versus Stephanie. for a premium live event. Talk about dream match. Talk about dream match material. Man, I don't know, man. Something tells me most of my audience forgot that I was going to be live for Raw tonight. I think that's why I ain't getting much audience tonight, because I think they forgot that I was going to be live for Raw. I will be live for NXT tomorrow as well as Evolve on Wednesday nights. I'm still going to be getting that Dyma DLC pack with Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I haven't even started on those Peril questions yet. Come on, y'all. Let's keep the likes, views, and the subscription train going, man. We're at 790 subscribers. We have no likes as of right now. Let's get some likes on the stream, please. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you do, and keep on viewing the watch along. Let's try to help this watch along get high views tonight. I already shared this watch along to Facebook, Instagram, my YouTube community tab. I gotta share it. Yeah, I gotta share it to Instagram. I hadn't shared the Instagram yet, but X, Facebook, and my YouTube community tab. So now I gotta share this to Instagram. Monday Night Raw's back on. Let's tune back in.
Cargill, shoulders down and a kick out. And now Stephanie Vaquer is starting to pick it up, Corey.
Yeah, that's who I'm rooting for to win this match.
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, Stephanie is an incredibly well-rounded.
Her boyfriend, Miles Bourne's got to be watching.
She can fly when necessary. She's incredibly tough, and above all, Vaquer is extremely confident. Stephanie understands just how good she is. Stephanie with a meteor in the corner now to Raquel Rodriguez.
I 100% still believe that Miles Bourne is the next Randy Orton. He's got all the tools to be the next Orton in WWE.
Look at getting the other knee done. Here comes Ivy Nile. Vaquer, back suplex by Stephanie Vaquer. The Dark Angel beginning to roll.
Oh my God! One of the accounts in the internet wrestling community just tweeted out a voting poll asking who's eating Stephanie's ass tonight. Oh Lord. Raquel said, nope, not today, not tonight. I refuse to see Stephanie do the devil's kiss on Ivy Nile. That's what Raquel Rodriguez was thinking when she saw that. Oh, now Stephanie's going to do it on Raquel Rodriguez. She's so funny when she falls to the ground.
Supersized attempt, but Rodriguez just too strong. Yeah, the powerful Raquel with Vaquer up on her shoulders.
Man.
Asuka looks into a big kick by Rodriguez. Round we go. Vaquer taking Rodriguez over the top rope, but Raquel still holding on. At least momentarily, and now Vaquer on the apron. Oh, right. We saw her do this on a ladder. And now on an apron.
Oh! Look what she's doing the devil's kiss at.
No count out to disqualifications. WWE fans.
That's what they call that move that Stephanie does. That's the first time I see her do it right there. And that.
Dark Angel, lining up
Yeah, Booker T. I bet you mad now you can't do that. Miles Bourne said no. Get it off TV. We don't want to see Booker T doing that. That's not his wife.
Vaquer fighting back though. And it speaks to the high level of technical ability and grappling game of Stephanie Vaquer. Able to ward off the Asuka lock, at least for the moment, until Nile delivers a kick.
You mad or not?
You mentioned this earlier, the maturity and the growth now of Ivy Nile coming in there and taking advantage when the other two grapplers were in trouble. Every little window window of opportunity Nile has done her best to capitalize upon. Just caught her. Didn't get all of it, however. Drives Ivy back to the ropes. Asuka now. Oh! Little hip attack that time. Inside cradle by Nile. For the win and a kick out at 2. Almost have a textbook example. Bridget German suplex for the win. Asuka kicks it 2.
Hopefully nobody doesn't target the other leg of Asuka.
Just how close she was to advancing in this tournament. She needs to keep her foot on the gas pedal.
The left leg of Asuka where she's got that East brace. Now Ivy Nile's taking control of the match. That's how you know this Fatal 4-Ways match been something. Monday Night Raws on commercial again. Man, where the heck is everybody tonight? I should have just postponed it there and watch along. Shoot. That was the darn old case. I knew it wasn't going to be much people tuning in tonight. How y'all like the background, by the way? I'm just wondering. That background looks fire, doesn't it? Like a checkers background where you could play checkers on a table. Please let's get these likes up on the stream tonight, folks. We got 790 subs, which should be a lot of people in here tonight. There's no reason why there should be 10 people tuned in. I know I can get. I know y'all can give me more audience than this. More YouTubers than this. Getting impatient, man. I'm ready for the show to come back on. I was into this Fatal 4-Way women's match till it went on commercial. Come on, let's go. Let's go. It's back on now.
First round matchup of the Queen of the Ring tournament. We're sold out tonight in Green Bay. Winner will advance to battle Alexa Bliss in the next round. Power being stacked. Raquel Rodriguez with Nile and Vaquer on her shoulders. Asuka now from the top rope. Wow, drop kick. Incredible. All 4 women down. But can the Empress of Tomorrow capitalize? Massive matchup for Asuka. First one in 13 months as she delivers this missile drop kick. And
that lighting is bright enough, man.
It's so important for your psyche. A lot of superstars come back, they return from an injury, and they're a little bit tentative between the ropes. We haven't seen any of that from Asuka thus far. Asuka, well-placed kick. This is vintage Asuka here. A striking machine. The former Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank contract winner, 4-time world champion, 4-time tag team champion. Asuka taking the fight to Raquel Rodriguez. Level striking from the Empress of Tomorrow.
Empress of Tomorrow.
Starting to roll.
She's on fire. Ooh. Oh, Ivy Nile tried to stop Asuka in her tracks, but she failed. She was unsuccessful in doing so. Oh. Oh, Stephanie just pulled her. She said, "No, you ain't stealing my win." No, 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 no.
Her ability to remain calm in the heat of battle. Asuka now measuring Stephanie Vaquer yet again. Two international superstars. Asuka, one of the greatest of all time. No Stephanie Vaquer showing absolutely no fear. Certainly a professional respect. But this is what
Stephanie's the greatest of all time too. Don't forget.
Reversal. Vaquer sent into the ropes.
They're both the greatest of all time. Both of them are.
And for all of her experience, I don't know if the Dark Angels ever experienced anything quite like Asuka. Number of headbutts to Asuka. Asuka still on her feet. Oh, no fear. Asuka corner. What a collision. Now Vaquer to the other side with a knee. And what a matchup to kick off Monday Night Raw tonight. So much on the line.
What's Stephanie gonna do next?
Still to come later in the evening.
Nice suplex by Stephanie.
And Stephanie taking her time.
She's measuring her. She's measuring her.
Back to her feet. Asuka to the
Oh.
over the top, rolls through.
There you go.
Drop kick drops Asuka. Yeah, favoring the right knee that you
Oh no. No, don't tell me Stephanie's gonna be out with injury. Please no. We need her on TV. We need her on TV, man. Please no.
Ivy now looking to capitalize off of Vaquer's hard work, hoisting up Asuka. Here we go. Down goes Asuka. Ivy now to advance in the tournament. Vaquer breaks things up. You still see
Stephanie behind you.
The right knee. Looking to muscle up Ivy now, perhaps for the SVB backbreaker. That's how she won last week. And Vaquer now. Ooh, kick right to the face. And Raquel Rodriguez with a big boot. Raquel not out here for style points. And now Rodriguez looking for a Tejano bomb. There it is. Goes Vaquer. Stacks her up for the win. Meanwhile, Bobby's back.
Rhea Ripley?
Rhea Ripley just cost Raquel Rodriguez. Turn it out as fair play. Rhea didn't forget, and she sure as hell doesn't forgive. Ripley sends Rodriguez into the ring. Rhea's revenge tonight in Green Bay. But watch Asuka. Asuka's calling out the Empress Impact. Asuka's in the semifinals. Raquel cost Rhea last week. Rhea cost Raquel this week. Asuka's
Stephanie lost tonight.
Friday night on SmackDown to take on Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, you better say your prayers that you are in fact ready for Asuka. Take a look at this epic Tejana bomb delivered by Rodriguez, which may have earned her entry into the next round.
I kid you not, Stephanie just lost tonight. To the Stephanie fans, Stephanie lost. You know, I'm her. She's my biggest fan. I'm a huge fan of Stephanie. Y'all know that. I really wanted her to win tonight.
Let's get up to the ring and our own Kathy Kelly.
Asuka, congratulations.
But then again, Asuka does deserve to win. I mean, she needed a win, especially after her comeback. She needed to win to get her back up, to get herself back up in the ring.
This coming Friday night on SmackDown, the first of the semifinals in the Queen of the Ring tournament. And it's interesting, Corey. Alexa Bliss and Asuka were once tag team champions together. And now they have to battle it out for a berth in the finals for the Queen of the Ring. You got something as coveted as the Queen of the Ring and the guaranteed title opportunity that comes with it. The past may as well be a million years ago. Well, the What's Your Story podcast is hosted by WWE icon Stephanie McMahon, with new episodes debuting every other week. This past week's guest was magician illusionist Chris Angel. Download What's Your Story with Stephanie McMahon on all audio platforms and watch on WWE YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event.
I don't even want to put the camera back on.
Gunther versus Jey Uso, the World Heavyweight Championship.
Damn, I got excited all for nothing. Fuck.
At WrestleMania, Jey Uso tapped out Gunther.
Stephanie lost, Asuka won tonight. I mean, she did need a win for her comeback. I mean, it makes sense. I think the reason why they had Stephanie lose tonight, I'm stuttering. Ugh. Because I need to damn eat. I think the reason why they had Stephanie lose tonight is because Stephanie apparently is not allowed to wear that horn that she usually wears for Night of Champions. Night of Champions is going to be in Saudi Arabia. So, and I also think it's for personal reasons. I think the personal reason is because of that. Because, you know, Saudi Arabia, they have different rules in their country of what you can wear and what you can't wear, you know. So I definitely think they had her lose because of personal reasons, because she can't wear that horn, the devil's horn that she usually comes out to her theme song wearing. That's ultimately why they had her lose. Would have been great seeing Stephanie at Night of Champions. At least Money in the Bank was not only her first pay-per-view premium live event, but Julia's premium live event as well. It was Julia's first premium live event on the main roster. So it was Stephanie and Julia's first premium live event, Money in the Bank. That was a great pay-per-view, man. That was a great women's ladder match. Naomi winning, ultimately winning to get that Money in the Bank briefcase.
NBA playoffs are here, and I'm betting rebound props on FanDuel.
Oh, Lord. Charles Barkley. I'm surprised. I'm about to tweet out a voting poll asking if everybody is watching Monday Night Raw on Netflix or not, because I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is the lowest watch along that I've ever been live for tonight. I mean, the lowest of the lows. Wow. Makes me wonder how many of my audience are going to be tuning in for NXT and Evolve this week. Damn, dude. Vaquer Nation just tweeted out that Stephanie didn't advance. Yeah, we know. We were watching the show. We know that Stephanie didn't advance. One of my followers. A Stephanie fan. Honestly, I'm pretty sure Stephanie didn't mind losing to Asuka. Man, I get upset when Stephanie loses. I really do. But I don't get upset when I scream, ah, Stephanie lost, damn. I ain't gonna scream it like that. The fans, they take it way too far doing all that stuff in the internet wrestling community. Rejecting other people's opinions and stuff. Oh. Oh, why can't Stephanie advance? Obviously, I just explained why she can't advance. Period. Plain and simple. Saudi Arabia has different rules in their country. They have rules of what you can wear and what you can't wear. They have rules of what you can say and what you can't say in the country. Different countries have different rules, man, for a reason. Seriously. I'm telling you that's why Stephanie didn't advance. I'm telling you, she can't wear that horn that she usually wears on her hair, on her head. She can't wear it. They ain't gonna allow her to wear that if she advanced. Ooh, what is this? Up. Looks like the SummerSlam kickoff is next month, I think. Either next month or in August. I didn't. Hold on. Let me see if I can go back. Oh, no, it's on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So it must be this month, but it didn't say there's a specific date. Oh. Anyway, don't watch.
It goes smooth, all right? Actually, Finn, you were supposed to take care of AJ Styles a couple of weeks ago. So I think it's best if you stay back and come back and forth. I think you're right. I think I should stay back here and hold down the fort. But I think you should be out there watching JB's back, and you make sure everything goes smooth. Yeah. All right. If you're in, let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's do it. Hey, Raquel, don't worry about what Liv will say. I think you're doing great, okay?
Thanks, Phil.
And you know, speaking of that great, Roxanne, I know Liv said she wants to handle things herself, but hear me out. Maybe. Come with me.
Oh, Gunther coming out. Yeah, I could definitely see Asuka winning the whole Queen of the Ring tournament. I mean, she beat not only Ivan and Raquel, but she beat Steph.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General, GUNTHER!
Corey, Gunther tapped out to Jey Uso at WrestleMania. He was embarrassed and humiliated by that. It stuck in his craw for 2 straight months. And he did what he promised he was going to do last week. Get back the world title. I'm going to recommend you don't bring those facts up any longer because unlike your other partner, I'm not going to cover your ass. I didn't think you would. Gunther has vowed to restore the World Heavyweight Championship to its sacred status. We are seeing the ring general at his finest. Sure, there was a few-month rough patch, but Gunther endured and is now back at the top of the mountain where he so belongs.
He did say on social media that it was clear to him that Jey Uso doesn't have what it takes. He said, I am on top of the world. As long as I lace up my boots, that's where you can find me.
The best professional wrestler on the planet Earth.
I won't argue with you there, Corey. I'm impressed each and every time this man's in the ring.
It just looks right, doesn't it?
Celebration befit of the new World Heavyweight Champion.
At WrestleMania, little guys, I'm mad enough to admit that at WrestleMania, Jey Uso was the better man. He was the better man for one night. Because on every other single night, I am untouchable. And I know I'm a chatter about what's next for me. No, definitely cast him out in front of me. He learned his lesson. I don't care about rumors. I care about the reality. The reality is that Seth Rollins holds the Money in the Bank contract he wants. So Seth, let me talk directly to you. A few weeks ago, you said to me, when I win your World Heavyweight Championship back, I'm a target. So well, since I'm a target, I want to make it very easy for you. I am right here. So don't waste no more time.
Oh, why does it gotta be him? Really? Ain't you retired already? Gunther looks kind of surprised, but not that surprised.
Thank you. Don't be confused, Gunther. It's all good. It's all good. Because tonight it's your night. Tonight, I'm here to celebrate you winning the World Heavyweight Championship because I've been there before. I understand how proud you must feel. So, congratulations. Just wanted to put a little note on tonight and tell you how proud I was of you. You know what, though? One thing, before I go, a few months ago, you started something with me and my family in Atlanta, Georgia. And I am going to make sure that I end it in Atlanta, Georgia. July the 12th, Saturday night, main event. You're mine. Because you're next. Oh, yeah. Champ. The rumors are true. July 12th is 3 weeks from Saturday. Saturday night's main event.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't wanna see this match on TV.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we digest all of this, we want to tell you that up next, AJ Styles.
Goldberg.
Presented by
Goldberg. Goldberg.
I'm looking for some.
Not Goldberg. Goldberg. Oh Lord, we gotta see Goldberg wrestle Gunther in 3 weeks. I really find it to be so funny, man. I really do. This has to be a retirement match. I'm hoping it is anyway. They went from Asuka returning to Goldberg. Asuka's return was a lot better than Goldberg's, obviously, for a multitude of reasons. A lot of reasons. Yeah, I was not excited when I seen Goldberg coming out. I did not. The excitement just went down. Like, almost all the way down. Literally. No wonder why my audience wasn't tuning in tonight. No wonder why I didn't get a whole bunch of them in here. Ugh. I'm just disgusted to see Goldberg back on TV. Am I the only one that's disgusted to see him on TV? Disappointment, disgusted. Yeah, you name it. Really? They're showing this again after we just seen it?
You're mine! Because you're next!
Well, we can now confirm it has been made official.
And it's going to be on Saturday night. It doesn't surprise me that it's going to be on Saturday night main event and not on the premium. You would think this match would be on the premium live event, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have
That's not what we're seeing.
Experience the non-stop excitement in Atlanta at both Saturday night's main event and Evolution. With On Location, the official fan house.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get Saturday off to work Sunday next month, so I can be live for both Saturday night main event and Evolution, as well as NXT American Badass.
WWE. I'll tell you what, I am still buzzing. Corey, I cannot wait for the opportunity to be involved with calling the matchup between Gunther and Goldberg 3 weeks from Saturday. Just for being ringside out of the roof was going to
You really think anybody's going to be watching that? How many people is going to be tuning in to Goldberg versus Gunther for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship? Goldberg is not even going to last 5 minutes to get Gunther. It ain't even gonna last 5 minutes against Gunther. Old as he is.
There's so much to talk about in this matchup tonight. First, let's talk about AJ Styles. He'd love to win a second Intercontinental Championship in his career.
I would love it if WWE just confirms the full card.
He ran his mouth to Styles a number of times, and now AJ Styles is gunning for him. So what does Dominic do? He asks the Judgment Day to do his dirty work for him.
Like the full card. Because how is anybody supposed to know that we were getting AJ Styles versus JD McDonald? How's anybody supposed to know that? If WWE doesn't tell us. WWE doesn't know.
But as soon as he needs help, oh boy, he's out here to help JD McDonald tonight.
Oh, would you listen to yourself? Do you have any idea how physically demanding the life of Dominic Mysterio is, competing and defending the Intercontinental Championship against the best in the world, making sure that Liv Morgan is content and satisfied all the time? It's a full-time gig for Dirty Dom.
I saw him in the barber chair today. I don't understand what Josh was doing because Dominic still has a full head of hair.
Well, getting lined up, keeping that mustache tight, Michael Cole.
AJ Styles, JD McDonough. First time these two men have ever met one-on-one in the ring. Nice takedown by Styles, the former two-time WWE champion.
The two world-class mat technicians, AJ Styles with the experience advantage. But JD McDonough, despite all of your incessant jokes about the size of his cranium, is a threat, a true force to be reckoned with in this game. An unbelievably skilled wrestler.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And just a tremendous heart resilience as well. Back in December, nasty crash onto our announce table, and we thought his career was over. He was able to come back and still compete at a high level here. The world tag team champion, and mentioned that he and Finn Balor would love to win back the gold, currently held by the New Day.
I think the future is extremely bright for J.D. McDonough, despite the fact that he was dealt a left-handed cards by life. Shoulders down,
Ready to kick out. And now J.D. McDonough going to stack up AJ. Back and forth to go here.
J.D. thought he was born with the skull of a Minecraft character.
And look at this.
Super escape by McDonough.
And McDonough now.
That boy is funny on
AJ
commentary,
Styles
man.
beat
So
Chad Gable last week in a classic matchup on Monday Night Raw. A nice bridge out of this by McDonough, at least momentarily. And now using that oversized cranium to balance himself and helped him get out of that predicament into a backslide. AJ turns things around.
Because AJ was thinking about a Styles clash. JD sensed it coming and got out of Dodge in a hurry. I want to talk about AJ Styles as the WWE Universe begins to sing along. Styles truly is a timeless competitor. AJ's been very open and honest recently.
I wonder if Dirty Dom is closing his ears.
So Styles wants to make absolutely certain that his last few years, however long that run may be, is at the top of the game.
Well, that's one of the things that Dominic is preying on as well. The age of AJ Styles. He's poking fun at it. Called him an old man. But J.D. McDonough may be prematurely celebrating. Yeah, and that's the class act that Dominic.
Dominic talking about some data boy.
His Judgment Day statement.
I heard him.
Simply cheering on J.D. McDonough for a job well done.
That is what he said about AJ Styles. It's also the way that he's treated his father. And, oh, look at this. Styles trying to wrestle him down the mat, maybe into a calf crusher here. Styles turns it around and now tries to lock it in, and does.
J.D. McDonough in a world of trouble, scrambling, trying to reach the bottom rope.
And AJ pulls it back to the center of the ring. Styles now. What a move by AJ Styles.
Fantastic reversal by Styles, maintaining the pressure on this calf crusher submission.
And look at Dominic forcing the rope toward his partner. And
it looked to me like Dom might have just been a little off balance, trying to sturdy himself.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, referee Sean Bennett catching him in the
Can I
act.
just say what a great guy Dirty Dom happens to be? I saw him at the airport last night, and the first thing he did was come up and wish me a happy Father's Day. Said he'd been jealous his entire life. He'd never been able to celebrate.
Well, I know that he didn't wish his dad a happy Father's Day, so at least he wished someone. I don't think there's an Eddie Draper.
AJ Styles now. This is a mistake by Styles, taking his eye off the ball.
Holding on, he's grabbing Dominic. Takes out AJ Styles.
Hold ya.
Now you're going to tell me Dominic sacrificed himself, too.
That's a great point.
No, we only just met.
I can't help but get the feeling that this time is going far too fast.
That turned this
All right, Monday Night Raw's back on,
JD
folks.
McDonough, his Judgment Day stablemate.
What's today? June 15th. I'm going to write this down because you just gave Dom credit.
So I also have a question about the Judgment Day, and you've been watching, Corey. This whole Finn Balor situation. Is he trying to do good by the Judgment Day, or is he trying to drive a wedge in the group?
Listen, I think there's a lot of turmoil within the Judgment Day.
AJ Styles going one-on-one with JD McDonough.
Things individually, which sometimes can come at the cost of the unit. You've got Dirty Dom, the reigning Intercontinental Champion. Everybody should be stoked about that. Unfortunately, for a superstar the caliber of Finn Balor, that may mean less opportunity. That's why it's of the utmost importance for JD McDonough to come out here, get the job done against AJ Styles, and then the Judgment Day as a unit can move forward.
You know, Roxanne Perez has not been welcomed with open arms by some members of Judgment Day. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Although Finn continues to bring her around. Well, Roxanne Perez is a world-class competitor. She's a great addition to any faction. Just so happens to be right now. What a clothesline by Styles, and now AJ with that sliding, running forearm, and AJ Styles starting to take over.
And this is what I talk about when I say AJ Styles is timeless. The man seems immune to aging. He's moving forward at the same speed, the same pace as Ushikaroshi across the neck.
There's the cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out. I haven't heard that in years.
A deep cut for you.
Styles thought he had JD McDonough.
AJ taking his time, surveying the situation. There are very few situations, if any, left in this game that AJ Styles hasn't experienced and excelled at.
And here's the problem that Dominic, using the big cranium to his advantage.
Like a
JD.
cinder block.
Here's the problem Dominic has. If JD, brainbuster cover for the win on Styles, isn't enough. Kick out at 2.
I'm going to cut you off because we're about a half a second away from Dominic not having any problem thanks to JD McDonough and this hellacious brainbuster that nearly put Styles down for 3.
And Dominic needs JD to win here. He can't keep running from Styles.
We're talking at great length about the pitbull mentality of AJ Styles. It's why AJ has made it to the pinnacle of this industry on multiple occasions.
You know, McDonough's one of those
Sitting
guys
here eating and watching the man.
you just feel is on the cusp of a breakout at some point.
I completely agree with you, and I think coming back after the injury that McDonough sustained is a clean slate, a fresh opportunity. You can see physically he's in perhaps the best shape of his career. JD just needs to chip the ball his way once, and if he capitalizes, it could be a very, very bright future.
Yeah, win over Styles would propel him to big heights if he can pull that off tonight.
It's a very big if, however. JD going for broke, looking for a superplex off the top turnbuckle. This could end it for Styles, but AJ going to keep fighting.
McDonough trying to balance himself and knocked down to the mat. And Styles.
Yep. This still feels like the Triple H era.
Not sure what AJ's.
If AJ got hung up, perhaps, or pulled somebody, caught himself on the top rope. AJ taking a second to reposition.
You're taking too much time. You took too much time. Now you're gonna lose.
There once again by the Intercontinental Champion.
Speaks to how cagey and crafty Dom can be.
And JD McDonough looking to take advantage. Nice takedown by Styles. And quickly, the Styles clash, as Ray Barrett said last week, the Styles flash.
The flash punch.
Kick out, no, win for Styles. AJ Styles with the victory.
AJ Styles dangerously climbing back to the top.
Oh no, a cheap shot. Bayley kick by Styles.
AJ set up and over to the outside. Blocks the Intercontinental Champion.
And now Finn Balor coming to the aid of Dominic Mysterio.
Thank goodness.
And AJ Styles making his intentions known. Dominic Mysterio cannot run forever. AJ would love to get another crack at being a two-time Intercontinental Champion.
Could be looking into a crystal ball for the Judgment Day, but look, Finn and Dom looking to hatch some sort of attack here.
And JD as well.
Styles is surrounded. Here they come.
And AJ Styles outwitting the Judgment Day. He's not the Intercontinental Champion, but Corey, he may well be sometime down the road. Styles remembers that feeling well, would love to experience the Intercontinental Gold yet again. Take you back to the closing moments of this. AJ Styles ripping McDonough off the canvas. Styles flash, shoulders down, and AJ staring a hole through Dirty Dom on the outside.
I don't get the whole point of this feud.
And then Dom would join for a little extracurricular activity. Forward from Styles and Finn Balor to the rescue of the Intercontinental Champion. AJ Styles on a roll.
Maxine, Ned, Sarah, what's the crack? Tell me, let me bulldozer Buddy Otis doing?
He's doing good. He'll be back soon. But big match tonight? How you feeling?
And from one bet to another, take care of Rusev for us.
Oh, no problem, Natty. You just need some tough love, you know? Time to bully the bully.
Sheamus!
Kick his ass.
Sheamus looking to become a repeat King of the Ring winner. First matchup tonight. Meanwhile, Bayley returned last week for the first time since being taken out before WrestleMania. To continue to argue. Bayley said, wow.
I've been alone this whole time.
You're wrong.
What the heck is going on with this feud between Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, man? What are they doing with these guys? I don't understand it. I really don't.
hospitality partner of WWE.
Monday Night Raw is finally back on again.
Find your package at onlocationexp.com/WWE. Monday Night Raw sold out tonight in Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Live on Netflix and presented by Snickers. We're live from the Resch Center, which just so happens to be next door to the legendary Lambeau Field. And here representing the Green Bay Packers, safety Evan Williams with his beautiful championship rep in Green Bay and Titletown here on Monday.
I like his girlfriend. Yeah, probably.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bayley.
Well, Corey, speaking of titles, this woman was supposed to have a tag team championship match in WrestleMania, but it never happened because just before the show of shows, Becky Lynch attacked her, took her spot. Bayley would be out of action for 2 months.
I think it's safe to say that Bayley has spent the last few weeks seething about what happened during WrestleMania season, but this unfortunately isn't my story to tell. Bayley is here, she is live, and I have a feeling we are about to hear exactly what's on the role model's mind.
She returned last week with an attack on Becky Lynch. Spoke to Bayley a bit earlier today. She said, "You ain't seen nothing yet." I can't believe she actually spoke to you. She did. And then she realized it wasn't you, and she stopped.
Ah. Might go. Good commentary is true.
Ding dong, Green Bay! It feels so amazing to be back. I miss you guys so much. But we do have... I hear you guys trying to sing.
Hey, we got the Bayley!
All right, we'll get there, we'll get there.
I want to know. I want to know. Ooh, ah. I want to know. I thought they were going to sing that.
All right, you guys all know the classic quote, you don't know what you have till it's gone. But in this case, every time I step into this room,
Oh, I hear it. It sounds like they're singing it.
I know exactly what I have. I know exactly what it feels like to step in here, and I don't take it for granted. I don't take those chants for granted. I don't take you guys singing my song for granted, because every single time I get an opportunity to be in front of you guys, I revel in it. It's what I was born to do. This is what's most important to me. This is what I put my heart and my soul into every single night. And 2 months ago, I was stripped of an opportunity. I was robbed of a WrestleMania match. I was robbed of an opportunity to go after the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, a division that I hold near and dear to my heart. But luckily for me, I don't come in here day in and day out, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, every single day, losing sleep, putting my body on the line just for one night. I don't do it for the big moments. I don't do it for the championship. I don't do it only for WrestleMania. I do it for nights like tonight, for people like you.
Yep, that's Babyface Bayley, all right. That's not the heel Bayley no more.
So Becky Lynch, if you think you taking me out for WrestleMania hurt me, if you think it broke me, I want you to know that you're wrong, that it healed me, Becky, that it made me better, Becky, that it made me stronger.
Yeah, just like my dad's death made me stronger.
Now, I may have said in the past, hell, even right up to WrestleMania, how much it bothers me, how much you've been a chip on my shoulder, that you've always just been 2 steps ahead. You've always been just 2 runs ahead, right up there, but I could never quite make it there. Yeah, that ate at me, Becky. But you know what? I'm climbing that ladder, Becky, and I'm coming straight for you, and I'm knocking you down, and I'm taking everything that you took from me. So you better get your ass out here right now.
Now it is passionate and fired up Bayley tonight. Bayley never short on passion, has it in overabundance this evening. And here comes the man doing her best troll job, decked out in Bears gear. And she is indeed the Women's Intercontinental Champion, albeit in controversial fashion. And she knocked off Lyra Valkyria during the championship. Look at the smug look on the face of Becky Lynch, holding the Intercontinental Championship high above her head for the world to see.
You need to change her theme song. Give her a real good heel theme song.
Maybe the last time.
Damn. She just put the fans down real quick with that one.
I've always been a chip on your shoulder. You and me were the same. We were never meant to be the top of this business, but you accept being second fiddle. I don't. Much like the Packers.
Damn.
You would always rather have your group of little friends than your legacy. I would always prefer to have my legacy than a group of fake ass friends.
Legacy? You want to talk about legacy, Becky? I've built a legacy. I'm a future Hall of Famer if I do say so myself, right, Michael Cole? That's right, I've built my legacy, and I'm so confident in my legacy that I don't mind help bringing along the locker room with me. I don't mind bringing people that need help.
Yeah, the people, you fight for the people, I used to fight for the people, but the people stopped fighting for me, so I stopped fighting for the people. Hey, here's the secret, the people stopped fighting for you too. You want to know the proof? When I took you out of WrestleMania and I walked out down that ramp, nobody gave a damn about you.
Oh!
Nobody cared that you weren't there. They all cheered for me, didn't you?
You hear yourself? You sound like an idiot. Everybody can see it here. These people can see it here. You're so insecure, Becky. You are so worried about what they think. You
You took a whole year off, and you were so worried whether they would boo you or whether they would cheer you that you had to take me out. You didn't know if they were going to care if you came back. You had to be a surprise. You took me out, and 24 hours later, it still didn't sit right with you. You probably couldn't sleep, and you had to take out Lyra too, because you couldn't hack it if they were going to boo you or cheer. They cheered for that too, didn't they? Yeah, they cheered for that too. Becky, do you even remember what it feels like to have to fight for everything, to have to fight for opportunities like WrestleMania, to have to fight for opportunities for a championship? Do you remember that? Or
I don't think she does.
Head too far.
What the head? Why did she say it like that?
Don't know what it's like anymore.
Hey!
Actually, I don't remember what it's like. Do you remember what Battlefield was? I don't actually. Why don't you remind me, Becky? Huh? Why don't you remind me? Get over here.
Oh my God.
Step to me, huh? Okay. Say it again, so what to say. I'm not gonna turn my back. Why don't you remind me what gold feels like? I ain't gonna turn my back to you, cause you're sneaky. But okay, you want a little match? You can have a little match, but not in Green Bay. And not for my title. See you in Columbus.
Oh, what a cheap shot.
That was a weak slap from Becky. Come on, man. Really? Bayley's still standing from that slap.
You know, Corey, from where I sit, Bayley made a lot of sense. Becky seems delusional. Perhaps she's losing confidence. Perhaps she's trying to prove to herself that she belongs where she's at this point in her career.
Hey, this is nice to see. I really agree with you, Cole. From what we just heard from Bayley, that is a woman who cares about this, who loves this, who will fight to the last breath for this. Becky used to be that. Bayley is now. Becky's taking things for granted and sent back to her own Captain Kelly.
Yeah, guys, I'm here with Jey Uso, and Jey, minor setback for you last week. Gunther, are the World Heavyweight Champion. So tell me, how important is tonight's King of the Ring match for you?
It's very important, Kathy. Very important. I won my first heavyweight championship from him. I got his respect. He won the championship back from me. He got my respect. So as far as I take it, Uso, it's 1-1. He can look past Seth Rollins. He can look past Goldberg. But we're going to run it back, Kathy. You know what I'm saying? If that means going to King of the Ring tournament to get back my World Heavyweight Championship, say less. 4 letters, 1 word,
Thanks so much, Jey.
Jey Uso is focused tonight, but he needs to go through that man, Bronson Reed, and Sheamus. Rusev is ready. It's our main event. It's the final next matchup in the first round of the King of the Ring tournament tonight.
Oh, Liv Morgan has a match. Against Kairi Sane, of course. Got a feeling it's going to be another loss for Kairi Sane. Won't be long before she leaves again. They're not giving her the push that the Kairi Sane fans think that she deserves.
Kairi Sane's in action against Liv Morgan live on Netflix.
Do I see Banger written all over this match? No. But it's not going to be bad. It's not going to be bad. All you guys need to know is that it's going to be one of those matches where it's going to keep us watching. And maybe keep us watching for the end, too. I'm excited that I have 790 subs, man. That really makes me happy, man. What makes me more happy is that y'all continue to support the channel. Keep on supporting it. Your support's needed. I am proud of y'all. I really am. Oh, look, we got one of these NASCAR brand print race commercials. Ooh, do I see some Latinas on my TV? Oh, no. Probably just my imagination. Oh, not to mention she's got a man too. So yeah. I'm turning my face away from the screen. We're gonna go over everything that went down tonight. A little after Raw goes off the air. The only thing I'm gonna be going over is my thoughts on the entire show. That's it. Go over a little bit of the Monday Night Raw results. It's not gonna be a whole bunch of it. Just a little bit. Cause I'm gonna be going to bed soon. I gotta get up for work again. They don't stop showing this. We know the SummerSlam kickoff is going to be in New Jersey Saturday. Do you see that false breaking news claiming that Stephen A got fired? Man, that news was nothing but a lie. That was fake news. Stephen A is not even fired. He still have his job with ESPN and First Take, of course. I seen that floating around on X and on Facebook. Huh. One thing about these accounts, man, they are known for tweeting out fake news. Not good. No good.
News. You have an opportunity to get this back permanently because it's been made official. At Night of Champions, it's AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. Bayley, listen, I heard what Becky had to say out there. It's been made official, but I've added a little twist. See, the way I see it, is that at WrestleMania, Becky took a title match from you, so the way I see it, you're owed a title match. So next week, it's Bayley versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
You know I like your neck. Hey, Bayley. Hey. Oh, welcome back. And congratulations.
Look, I'm just trying to do what's best for me. And I'm sorry I didn't get back to your text messages or your calls like that. That was a really rough 2 months. I wasn't getting back to anybody. It's nothing personal, I promise.
No, I get it. Doing what's best for you. And Idol, I'll do what's best for me.
Well, two major news notes there, Corey. First, you heard Bayley and Becky Lynch next week live in Columbus, Ohio. for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And a week from Saturday Night of Champions, it will be AJ Styles, Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. Job well done by Nick Aldis, but now we've got Kairi Sane one-on-one with Liv Morgan, and you and I were talking earlier.
Liv Morgan tried
Liv
to
Morgan
escape.
doesn't necessarily seem to be herself recently. Liv has got a lot on her plate, perhaps a little too much. This is what... Did Liv injure herself? I think so. Referee Jessica Carr, as Kairi Sane looks on, Liv may have injured her shoulder. And I believe our doctor is going to head over now and check on Liv Morgan. Well, listen, this could speak to the
about to be a trick.
Point I was about to make. I mean, again, let's take a look at what happened here. Kairi Sane
is it
down by Sane? Ooh, the right shoulder. Liv might have dislocated her shoulder. Yeah.
Is it a trick or is this real?
Doctors
we'll find out
now.
We'll find out whether this is a trick or this is real or not. We'll find out. That fall actually did look a little scary, though. I ain't gonna lie. I hope she's okay, though. Wouldn't want to see Liv Morgan out with injury again. She's been out with injury before. It's not like it's going to hurt or affect the Raw Women's division. I mean, they still got star power. Even without Liv Morgan, Monday Night Raw Women's division still have star power. Still got Roxanne and Stephanie. Got Becky Lynch down there still. Did this guy just seriously tweet out and say Goldberg? Goldberg. Really? He did not just tweet that out and say that. No. I'm sorry. Goldberg? No. Oldberg. Better. Oldberg. Oldberg is going to get stomped by Gunther on Saturday Night Main Event. He's moving. I don't care what anybody says. He's moving. He's losing that match.
Kairi Sane. It seemed to be, Corey, a normal takedown by Kairi Sane. It's just the way that Liv Morgan landed. Certainly not something we would generally consider high risk, but here's another look in slow motion. Kairi with the single leg takedown. And watch Liv Morgan's right arm, particularly her elbow and shoulder area. A punch. All Liv was trying to do was protect herself. This is standard procedure for any sports entertainer. This is a normal reaction from Liv Morgan trying to protect herself. Unfortunately, her body just appears to have given out on her in this instance. Again, Kairi Sane going to earn the victory due to Liv's inability to finish the match. We will do, as you mentioned, so our best to keep posted. Yeah, you saw medical personnel helping Liv to the back. She's favored.
Yeah, it looks serious.
We'll get an update on Liv here in the next couple of minutes on Monday Night Raw. We have talked about it as well. It's been a rough go.
Yeah, it looks serious. Liv Morgan could be out with injury again.
She's within the judgment game, and tonight, obviously, unfortunately, for Liv. And the life of the WWE superstar.
this whole time, the travels, the training, the in-ring, the out of the ring, the appearances. Liv Morgan just thrives and loves that. Sometimes your body has other plans. Yeah, including traveling halfway across the world, which was a
Liv Morgan dislocated her shoulder. At first I thought, it didn't look that serious, but then when I looked at it again, then when I looked at the replay again, with the way she fell, I realized at that moment it looked very, very serious.
You are all spineless keyboard.
I hope they get her checked out, man. I hope they get that shoulder checked out.
I told you when we started. 30 seconds.
If Liv Morgan is going to be, if Liv Morgan is expected to be out with injury after that, well, I just want to wish her a full speedy recovery.
Shut your mouth and beat your best. I have a lot of things I want to get off my chest. You're mad because the establishment picked you, but the people never did? That title has corrupted you. By my count, you got
Oh my God, I love this CFO.
What little respect I had for you.
And promos
You as to which one of
towards
those
each other, man.
I take this off your
Rivalry
shoulders.
is great.
You'll say that day is tonight, right here, right now. Let's do it.
No, but seriously, I hope Liv Morgan isn't out long with a shoulder injury like that. I mean, obviously it was very, very serious. Sucks that Liv Morgan couldn't have her match against Kairi Sane. I wonder what Nikki Bella's gonna say about that. Can't say nothing bad about Liv Morgan falling and injuring her shoulder. I mean, in real life outside of WWE, Nikki Bella and Liv Morgan are friends. They are. So I can imagine how Nikki Bella is feeling after seeing Liv Morgan fall like that. I've seen photos of Liv Morgan, Nikki Bella, Natalia, and Maxine Dupree all together in the same photo, posing like they all had a good time. Oh, Michael Cole and Corey Graves are showing the matches that's been announced for Friday Night SmackDown. Well, one particular match anyway. R-Truth versus John Cena. That's the only match they've shown for SmackDown.
It appears that Liv has suffered a dislocated shoulder in that matchup.
Oh.
Circumstance with Morgan, we know it's a high-risk business. Every night, every competitor who steps in the ring puts their body at risk. That's what you deliver.
Yeah, stay tuned to WWE social media channels for the latest.
Man, you guys hear that?
Let's head to the back.
Let's go back again.
Tell you now that it appears that Liv has suffered a dislocated shoulder in that matchup.
Listen to that.
Unfortunate circumstance, Liv Morgan. We know this is a high-risk business. Every night, every competitor.
That's the injury she suffered while falling. Kairi Sane had her hands up like, why are y'all stopping the match? I think Kairi Sane had no idea what she had done.
Thanks so much, Cole.
What
Yeah,
she did.
everyone is talking about this King of the Ring tournament, and I am here with Sami Zayn. Sami, congratulations on your victory last week. You're moving forward in this tournament, but this Friday you face Randy Orton. So talk to me. Tell me how you're feeling.
I don't know, Kathy. I feel like I've talked about
Darn, so I hope Liv Morgan is okay, man. That really, really sucks.
Now somehow the opportunity's here. You know, and look, I've had the
and she just had a good segment on Monday Night Raw, and she had a solid mid segment on Monday Night Raw.
Feels different.
Just like that, she injures her shoulder.
It feels.
Oh, it's carrying across again.
There's absolutely nothing different about this. You know, Sammy, you know you're an insane person, right? You know what an insane person does? They do the exact same thing every day, expecting a different result. Let me explain to you what's going to happen.
Watch.
You're going to go to Friday night.
Some of the people in the internet wrestling community are going to be like,
Oh, Kairi Sane is an unsafe weapon.
The Viper, Randy Orton.
a lot of people in the internet wrestling community
You're going to lose.
said the same thing about Nia Jax being an unsafe word.
And then you are going to.
But Nia Jax has gotten better though since then. She realized what she did. She got better.
You know what I think you are? I think you're a coward.
Oh,
I think you hide back here and you talk and you hide in the shadows and you lurk and you talk in riddles. Why? You don't go out there because maybe all the big talk that you do when you go out there, maybe you can't back it up. Maybe you don't have the courage to talk a big game, and maybe you fall on your face and you don't have the courage to go back out there. Because trust me, I've talked a big game. I've gone out there and I've lost, and I've had the courage to pick myself back up and go out there again. Can you say the same? I didn't think so. So I'm done listening to you talk. You understand me? Right now, my focus is the King of the Ring. That's my priority. But I'm telling you right now, the second that's done, I am going to Adam Pearce. And you and me, we're going to have this match once and for all. It's about time.
Sami Zayn getting tired of carrying cross, man. I'm telling you. Creeping around Sami Zayn and shit, man. Getting tired of it.
Are you going to join in the festivities tonight?
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh, you better take it easy. We don't need another injury. I tried to stop. You got to get Corey last week.
The Yeet movement continues. Yeah, and he lost, actually. Jey Uso fans still got to be crying online that Jey Uso lost the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, knowing they don't realize that he may end up getting it back soon.
Exactly what Jey Uso is made of when it comes to mental fortitude. A horse about having a short memory, forgetting the loss to Gunther. That's what Jay's going to have to do, because he's going to have three behemoths gunning for him in this matchup. But it could eventually all lead to what Jey wants most: another opportunity to become World Heavyweight Champion once again. Welcome to Yeet.
Welcome to Yeetville.
See, but this is how it's done. That's how it's done.
More like Yeetville. I don't know about Yeetville.
Jey Uso with an opportunity to head to the semifinals. Sheamus, Rusev, Big Bronson headed his way.
I would love to see Rusev and Bronson Reed face to face in the ring, man. Talk about two big monsters, man. Oh. I love to see Rusev face to face with Braun Breaker, too.
Yeah, I could be into it.
Can you imagine Braun Breaker versus Rusev? Oh my
talking about
goodness.
switching up teams.
I still can imagine Braun Breaker versus Bronson.
I don't like this game.
Braun Breaker versus Bronson Reed would be
You might be
great.
suffering from moderate to severe.
But Rusev versus Bronson Reed would be even more great. Tell me. Oh my goodness. And you add Obafemi to the mix. And Rusev ain't seen a big, tall Nigerian like Omos. Omos signed a multi-year deal with WWE. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not up for debate. This King of the Ring Fatal 4-Way Round 1 match tournament is next. You got commercial break. It's 1 minute, 13 seconds. Oh, look, they got. I'm not even going to say his name. I don't want to. I'd rather not. One of the legends that was called a racist. I'll let y'all guess who I'm talking about. They call him Hulkamaniac. Mr. Hulk Hogan. Yeah, there was a commercial showing Hulk Hogan. I call him Mr. Racist. I'm sure that's what a lot of people still call him in the internet wrestling community.
Under the WWE Podcast Network in partnership with Fanatics. The latest episode dropped last Thursday with new co-host Michelle McCool. Feed under with The Undertaker on all audio platforms and watch on WWE YouTube. We, of course, are in Green Bay, right across the street from historic Lambeau Field. 19th time that Monday Night Raw has emanated from Green Bay. Very first Raw in Green Bay happened back in 1996. Next week, Monday Night Raw heads down to Ohio, the capital city of Columbus, and great matchups on hand, including the Intercontinental Championship match in the women's division. Becky Lynch will defend the title against a passionate and emotional Bayley live next week on Netflix.
And the Queen of the Ring semifinals get underway. And there is a storm headed to Columbus as Jade Cargill goes one-on-one with the prodigy of the Judgment Day, Roxanne Perez.
And also, it'll be a semifinal matchup on the men's side of things. Cody Rhodes, who's advanced, will take on the winner of our next matchup. It'll either be Sheamus, Rusev, Bronson Reed, or main event Jey Uso, who is already in the ring. He's been unique throughout the commercial break, getting set for our main event match tonight. want to remind everyone that Sam Roberts and Megan Moran dive into everything from Monday Night Raw and WWE on Raw Recap, brought to you by Fanatics, available every Tuesday at WWE's YouTube and all audio platforms wherever you get your podcasts.
Oh, I guess Monday Night Raw is 2 hours.
On Raw Recap.
I guess it's still 2 hours. That's what it is. I have a feeling this is Bronson. Oh no, Rusev.
From Bulgaria, weighing at 270 pounds, Rusev.
The man who claims he will save superstars from themselves. Rusev has returned to WWE with a vengeance.
This is an extremely different Rusev than the man I knew many years back in FCW when we were in developmental together. Rusev physically in the best shape of his career. And to your point, Rusev views himself as something of a guiding light in the locker room. Says he wants to teach the locker room to learn from his mistakes, looking to save superstars before they destroy themselves.
Looking to intimidate Jey Uso there. Well, individual event tickets for SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey on Saturday, August 2nd, Sunday, August 3rd are on sale this Wednesday, June 18th via Ticketmaster. Resale is tomorrow, June 17th. Combo tickets are on sale right now. Not sure if I can do this justice, but it's Fight Night, baby!
I'm surprised that Michael Cole was going to say it. I thought Corey Graves was going to say that shit before Michael Cole. Michael Cole said it first. This time.
Weighing at 267 pounds, Sheamus.
You know, there's only been one man in history to have been crowned King of the Ring on 2 different occasions. That is the Hall of Famer, Bret the Hitman Hart, from back in the 1990s. Sheamus won the King of the Ring in 2010. Corey, he wants to become only the second man to win 2 times King of the Ring.
Sheamus knows all too well what value the crown can bring to your career, but here we see 2 longtime friends turned bitter rivals in Sheamus and Rusev. Rusev told me earlier today, when he needed Sheamus most, Sheamus left him in the dark. Sheamus turned his back as Rusev said he was lost in the abyss. And Sheamus said, Rusev, it's about time you man up and earn your mistakes. Own your choices.
And the last time that these 2 men were in the same match was 6 years ago at WrestleMania 35, but they haven't been opponents in a decade.
Talking League of Nations days?
Yes.
Bring Barrett back.
WWE Hall of Famer, the White Man, Paul Heyman. From Blackpool, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, Big Bronson Reed.
Well, Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins is win by Bronson Reed tonight to complete his plan. Well, remember what happened before Money in the Bank? Seth Rollins and company, well, they took out LA Knight and others on Friday Night SmackDown before Money in the Bank. And payback was coming last week.
Well, LA Knight, the notorious hothead, would hit a BFT on Braun Breaker, dropping Breaker last Monday. But Breaker and Reed did not forget. Mess with this duo at your own peril. Hellacious spear by Breaker, which opened the door for the Viper to advance in the King of the Ring tournament.
So LA Knight cost Braun Breaker an opportunity to advance last week. Then they cost LA Knight an opportunity to...
What if LA Knight comes out and calls Braun Breaker his opportunity tonight?
on Friday. So this is how things look right now. Friday night on SmackDown, it's the men's semifinals. Sami Zayn will take on Randy Orton. And then Monday, Cody Rhodes defends against the winner of this matchup in the other semifinals.
Tonight on the menu, the Big E special. I hope they reinforce the ring. This thing's got more beef than a Brazilian steakhouse. Sheamus sent to the outside, courtesy of Big Bronson Reed.
Oh, and Sheamus takes out Reed at the knees.
And I know it's a newfound alliance, but Cole, let's be honest with ourselves. The fact that Big Bronson Reed is now taking orders from both Seth Rollins and the wise man Paul Heyman, if that is not one of the scariest alliances you could conceive, I don't know what is.
Indeed, as you see Rusev now taking apart Jey Uso. Jey, of course, his ribs heavily cracked due to a tsunami from Bronson Reed a couple of weeks back, and then, of course, the attack by Gunther this past Monday, the night that Jey Uso lost his world title.
Big right hand by Rusev on the ear of Jey Uso. Here comes Big Bronson Reed.
Yeah, the Oscilla.
Look at this. These two unloading the heavy artillery.
This is a fatal four-way rules. First man to gain pinfall submission picks up the win and advances to the semifinals. No countouts, no disqualifications.
Look out below.
From a suicide dive, taking out Rusev. Who is going to advance to the semifinals of the King of the Ring? Now.
I told you, man. I said I love to see Bronson Reed and Rusev throw it down, man. I love to see that. I love to see Rusev and Braun Breaker. I wonder if Braun Breaker is going to come out. I wonder if LA Knight and Braun Breaker is going to come out before the end of this match. I just wonder. Have they even ended the brand split already? Woohoo! Woohoo! Ooh, this cold feels better than darn air outside. Sometimes my warm body be needing it. It be needing it. I really do. Not gonna lie, JD McDonough versus AJ Styles was a really solid match. Nothing more, nothing less. I mean, you could tell immediately that JD McDonough and AJ Styles had good chemistry earlier on in their match against each other. It was great. Probably one of the best matches of the entire night, really. In my opinion. Anyway.
Bronson Reed back in Survivor Series. Let's not forget how he got injured. 330-pound man coming off the top of the War Games structure, shattering both ankles, and now he's back in action.
Big Bronson Reed like a Paul Heyman dream come true.
Paul Heyman continues to just surround himself with talent.
you've known Paul Heyman about longer than I have, Paul. Have you ever known Paul Heyman to lose at anything? He may pivot, he may shift, but Paul Heyman does not lose.
Well, Heyman obviously knew talent. He tutored me along the way. As
we all make mistakes.
In trouble now. Oh, with a big kick to the face. And Uso looking to rally, but Rusev about took his head off.
We talked during his entrance about the fact that Rusev is in perhaps the best physical condition of his career. Got a little leaner, just as muscular, just as strong as ever, but now quicker than ever before. But Big Bronson Reed gets a taste of the steel ring post, courtesy of the Celtic Warrior. Here comes Sheamus.
And Sheamus now launched into the WWE Universe. Now remember, Rollins wants Reed to win the King of the Ring tournament, because then Big Bronson Reed would go after the World Heavyweight title, and GUNTHER and Seth Rollins could turn his attention with the Money in the Bank, perhaps to the other side of things, the undisputed WWE title.
Right now, Bronson needs to...
Ten beats of the bottom.
Run it back.
Run it back.
Make it 20.
Sheamus is fired up tonight.
Well, you mentioned it earlier, understands what the King of the Ring means, and wow.
Here comes Reed.
And Reed, though, as Jey Uso sidesteps it.
Reed might have just taken himself out of the equation.
Reed goes into the barricade.
Might have did.
1985, Don Morocco, very first.
Oh, brutal.
Ring.
Him going almost through the barricade.
Historic tournament. Rusev just clobbered Jey Uso, ran him over. Nothing pretty about Rusev.
Almost reminiscent of the great big man Vader, using his entire body as a battering ram to flatten main event Jey.
And now these longtime friends and bitter rivals turn their attention to one another. Sheamus has never beaten Rusev in a matchup.
Rusev blames Sheamus for some of the darkest days of his career, and Sheamus said, suck it up, man up, own your mistakes. Here we go!
Rusev and Sheamus exchanging blows in the middle of the ring. This has been simmering for weeks.
They just said Rusev Day.
Send Sheamus back to the rope. Look at Sheamus now with the forearm. Sheamus misses wildly.
Watch out!
Wow, what a spin kick.
That is terrifying athleticism from a man the size of Rusev. Look at the intensity on the face.
Yeah, former three-time United States champion runs into a boot by the Celtic Warrior. And Sheamus up and down goes Rusev. Sheamus staring into the eyes of his adversary. Rusev returning the stare. And these two men just beat the hell out of one another.
Oh, you ain't kidding. There's some live rounds going back and forth right now.
And again, the prize at the end of the King of the Ring tournament is the champion at SummerSlam. As Bronson Reed just... And now look at these two still going at one another.
Picking up right where they left off.
Yeah, complete the stain now. Big splash in the corner by Big Bronson Reed. Jey Uso fighting back. Tremendous resilience by Jey. Caught by Bronson Reed.
Now wasn't gonna. Now you know, Jey Uso knows better. He knows better than that. He knew that was not gonna work, and he did it anyway. He know that top rope, middle rope move was not gonna roll, and he ended up doing it. He ended up doing it. He needs to think before he dies off that middle rope. Because Bronson Reed just carried him like he was nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'll be right back, y'all. Don't go anywhere. Step away for a little bit. All right, Monday Night Raw just came back on, so let's go ahead and tune back into the show. This is our main event of the evening. King of the Ring, Fatal 4-Way men's tournament match.
Oh, no. To the injured midsection. And now big Bronson Reed. He just headbutted Sheamus in the chest. And Sheamus is rocked like a stone. Man, just a freak of nature. This 330-pound Bronson Reed. This could be the beginning of the end for the Celtic Warrior and this fatal 4-way. Think about that, Cole. Oh, Sheamus just trying to get 330 pounds up on his shoulders. Sheamus has got Bronson Reed up in position. He's going to do it. White noise. Power. Kick out. Now Rusev just blew through Sheamus. Rusev trying to capitalize. Oh, that depleted Sheamus to drop the Celtic Warrior on to big Bronson Reed. Rusev standing strong. It could be seconds away from advancing in the King of the Ring tournament. And Rusev has been so dominant in this match. Indeed it is. Big kick by Jey Uso is back in the fight. Talk about guts out of Uso tonight. What a performance. This is sheer will on display from main event Jey Uso, who's got his eyes locked on a downed Rusev. Look at the super kick. Rusev able to intercept. Oh! A big kick to the back of the head. And Rusev positioning now Uso with a bad inside. Bad rips it all. Looking for the accolade. Submission move. The accolade. Locked in on Uso. Uso writhing it out. There it is. It's 60 deep. Is Uso going to tap out to the accolade? Rusev sits back. He's got a negative tap out. Jey trying to somehow hang on. Remember, ropes will not force a break in a fatal 4-way. And buys himself enough time for Sheamus to get back into the mix. Big knee. Kick. And how physical is this? Oh, into the wind. Bronson Reed with a shot saves the match. When you are dealing with 4 of WWE's heaviest hitters, this is exactly what you came to expect. Oh no, Reed, top rope, shoot! That one registered on the Richter scale. And somehow Jey Uso saves the matchup just barely. Roll kicks, tsunamis. The matchup continues. What a sequence of offense from the field in this one. Here comes the main event. Jey, pick him up. He got him. Jey Uso with Bronson Reed down. Can Jey get to the top rope and get his feet off the WWE fans? Oh, and look who's here. Vaquer. And the official can't do anything about it.
I knew it. Son of a bitch.
Breaker proudly playing. Sami Zayn, where else Sami come from? Sami Zayn is a massive issue for Breaker with Rollins and company. Attacking.
What if Karen Cross just comes out of nowhere and just freaking...
He's got up in the semifinals. Friday night is fired up. Oh, kick. Braun Breaker. Oh, no. Finish with Sami Zayn. Look at his head. And he just pressed it through Sami Zayn.
Damn. LA Knight. LA. Wait a minute. Penta.
Who was taken out by Breaker and company before Money in the Bank. There's carnage all over the place. Bronson Reed has Jey Uso, Death Valley driver. And now going to go up top and put Uso away off the DDD. Bronson perched up. Oh, nice.
I knew it. I knew he was going to come out. I said LA Knight. Next thing you know, he comes out. He comes the hell out. I knew it.
Across the back of Reed.
What did I tell you? What did I tell y'all?
Bronson Reed's in trouble. Center of the ring. Usos splash again.
You better not hope Rusev doesn't come in there and break it up.
Jey Uso with the win. What a win for main event Jey Uso.
LA Knight not only cost Braun Breaker his match from last week, but now he got cost Bronson Reed his King of the Ring Fatal 4-Way match as well. I know Seth Rollins has got to be backstage somewhere mad. He's got to be pissed off, throwing the TV out the window or something.
Kudos, congratulations to main event Jey Uso for surviving.
Uh-oh. Jay, you are in trouble now.
Uso may have survived the battle, but I'm not quite sure about the war. Here comes the
Yeah, Seth Rollins does not look happy at all.
the second straight week, his plan was thwarted. Breaker out last week, Reed out this week, and Rollins is pissed off. Rollins, Reed, and Breaker wasting no time and lost their enemies. Meanwhile, Jey Uso is a sitting duck. Jey Uso gave everything he had to somehow pull off the miracle. And now Jey Uso can't even defend himself. And Rollins, wait a minute.
Cody Rhodes from SmackDown.
Cody Rhodes is here.
And they still singing it.
Well, Seth Rollins will wait to fight another day. As Cody Rhodes comes to the aid of his longtime friend, his former tag team partner, former tag champs together, main event Jey Uso, but Corey, now things get interesting for these two. The semi-finals are set. Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso.
What does Cody Rhodes look? Cody Rhodes look like he's about to do something.
Well, Rollins and company have created many enemies. And it's a great question, Corey, because you know something's coming down the pipe. But now we focus on next Monday night in Columbus. Friends are going to have to put it aside. Former WWE champion versus the former world heavyweight champion, former tag team championship partners. A matchup laden with gold. One of these two men will advance to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and Night of Champions to battle it out for the opportunity to be crowned King of the Ring. Next week, massive semi-final matchup. Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, live on Monday Night Raw.
In that moment, Cody looked like he was about to turn. Cody looked like he was about to break character, like he something. I felt like Cody was about to turn in that moment. I really felt like that. He was a heel in AEW, so I wouldn't be surprised. He was a heel in WWE before, in the past.
Travis Scott Live is an experience.
Oh, no damn copyright. Folks, I'll be right back. When I come back, I'll go over my overall thoughts on the entire show. Go over a little bit of your Monday Night Raw results. If you put 2 and 2 together, I'll be going over your results and my overall thoughts on the entire show. There's a difference. All right. Liv Morgan getting injured. Damn. I guess Liv Morgan versus Nikki Bella will be canceled. Oh my God. Who wished the injury on Liv Morgan? Rhea Ripley just tweeted out and said, "Don't celebrate an injury. Disgusting behavior. Don't be like that." Who wished Liv Morgan injury? Who tweeted out and said that Liv Morgan da 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 da? Who tweeted that out? I gotta find out who tweeted that out. Because if Rhea Ripley's saying something about it, if Rhea Ripley is tweeting out something about it, then we need to start investigating, find out who's tweeting this out. Then we got a problem. Somebody wished harm on Liv Morgan tonight, man. Somebody in the community, in the wrestling community. And to the person that did, well, congratulations. You got what you wanted. You happy now? You happy that Liv Morgan is out injured? Because I can tell you right now, everybody else in the internet wrestling community are not. Especially the ones that's been huge fans of Liv Morgan for years and years. Man. Rhea Ripley literally just tweeted that out. Like I'm not even joking. She just tweeted out, "Don't wish harm or injury on somebody." It's still got me wondering who did all that. Honestly, for everybody's sake, for my sake, I hope it's not serious. I hope she's okay. And her match against Nikki Bella for Evolution 2 is more than likely off the card. She's been out with injury before. I feel like she'll get through it again. And I just saw people tweeting out saying that Monday Night Raw will be in Ohio next week. Damn. I saw a tweet saying Damage Control has quickly ended via Fightful Select. We knew that. That's no surprise. We knew they were internally doing. So, didn't they say Nikki Bella was going to be on Monday Night Raw? She wasn't on the show tonight. Surprisingly. I'll be right back, y'all. I'll go anywhere. Like I said, when I come back, I'm going to go over your results and my thoughts on the entire show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. It's time to go over my thoughts on Monday Night Raw, season 33, episode 24. Monday Night Raw tonight was a mixed in the bag for me, honestly. Monday Night Raw was a solid mid-show. If I was to grade Monday Night Raw, the entire show, honestly, a B. It wasn't that bad. But it was definitely a mixed bag for me, honestly. There were some notable moments that stood out, including the women's division. They were all over the show with some great matches and segments that really showcased their talent. I was actually, in the inside, I was actually rooting for Liv Morgan to get her title shot. But they had to cut her match short due to injury. And like I said, hopefully it's not too serious. If it is, then it's probably going to be expected that she's probably 4 to 6 weeks. It could be 3 months. And we don't know. I'll keep you guys up to date on Liv Morgan's injury and how long she'll be out. If I see news on that, I will let you know. I'll keep you guys up to date on the YouTube community tab and on X. I did tweet it out that she dislocated her right shoulder. At first, I tweeted out thinking she dislocated her left shoulder, but she dislocated her right shoulder. I realized it when watching the video again. At first, I thought, it wasn't that serious. But then, when I watched it the second time, I realized how serious the injury was. It was like, wow. Yeah, that looked bad. I really hope Liv Morgan gets that arm fixed, checked out, and hopefully she'll recover. I wish her a full speedy recovery on X as well. But anyways, the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournaments were heating up, and Asuka's win felt like a great call, to be honest, even though I was rooting for Stephanie to win. She ended up losing instead. Yeah, I was upset, but you know, you win some, you lose some. I mean, I guess that's life, I guess. The main event between JD McDonough and AJ Styles was fun. That was one of the best matches of the entire show. And I literally said that earlier. I literally said earlier it might be one of the best. Well, it is now. Those two got great chemistry in the ring. The build up to Gunther versus Goldberg, I'm not gonna lie, it didn't have me hyped at all. I was not into this. I'm not into this feud whatsoever. I'm really not. The moment Goldberg came out, the vibe just went completely out the window. This man should not even be wrestling. This man should be retired right now. Look at all that right here he got on his chin. You really? Come on, man. Seriously. Give me a break. This guy is done. Goldberg's finished. I think this is his last match. He's done. He should be done already. Once Goldberg loses, his retirement. It'll be time for him to retire. I don't think he can go after this anymore. I think this is going to be the final match of Goldberg's career. I just can't see him. Competing in other matches. I mean, look, first of all, look at how old Goldberg is. I mean, look at how his body looks. And you could tell he was limping too. Like he was out of breath. Walking. You know what I mean? It's almost like he was walking fast as if he was trying to show off. This is a waste of an opponent for Gunther. Ilya Dragunov should have been Gunther's opponent. We should have got Ilya Dragunov tonight. They need to clear Ilya Dragunov for him to return, because I'm ready for Ilya Dragunov to return already. Because I'm ready to see this Gunther Ilya Dragunov feud back on TV. I am. Seriously. I'd rather see that feud than Goldberg and Gunther. Who the hell wants to see Goldberg and Gunther feud? I don't. Yeah, sign me off. You ain't taking my money. These two are going to clash at Saturday Night Main Event. Like I said, Gunther's not even going to not Gunther. Why do I keep saying Gunther? Goldberg is not going to last 5 minutes in that match against Gunther. Gunther is going to completely dismantle and destroy Goldberg. Is it going to be it? Goldberg's going to retire now. He should have already been retired. And like I said earlier, why he chose to go up against Gunther for that World Heavyweight Championship, I don't know. I think this was WWE's decision and not Goldberg's decision, honestly. You would think this would be a Vince McMahon decision, but I felt like this was a Triple H decision. I honestly felt like this was a Triple H decision. Not blaming nothing on Triple H or nothing, but I just felt like it was his call to go with this match. And it is raining outside. Makes me question whether it's going to rain and storm tomorrow while I walk to work or not. We'll see. My biggest grip with the show, the biggest annoyance on the show every week has always been these goddamn commercial breaks, man. I don't know why they will not cut the shit on these commercials. I just don't understand it. Why has it got to be 7-8 commercials every night? It's annoying, man. You lose audience that way. Then when the fans try to tell WWE something, when they try to help them out, WWE wants to sit there and run their fucking mouth. Be like, no, you don't tell me this, you don't tell me that. No, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that. The fans are speaking out for a reason, WWE. They care. And they want your shows to be better. Don't forget, the fans are the reasons why your shows are better. The fans are the reasons why the WWE must go on. Look at all the great talent you got. If WWE keeps bettering their shows every week, if WWE keeps giving us banger after banger after banger of an episode of Monday Night Raw, I'm telling you, they're gonna get more audience, even more audience. I'm telling you. They got to keep up the good work, because WWE's been doing great with Monday Night Raw. I'm not even gonna lie. For the last 6 weeks, for the last 5-6 weeks, dude, they've been doing really good with Monday Night Raw. They really have. This is the 6th week in a row, like literally. This is the 6th time in a row they've been doing good with Monday Night Raw. The way they're writing and producing the show, the way they're booking matches that they know is going to be a banger of a match. Matches and segments that's going to steal the show, you know. WWE's really been doing a good job, man. They really have been. I'm not even going to lie. They're doing a good job with the NXT Women's Division. The NXT Women's Division is still the best women's division, with or without Julia, Roxanne, Stephanie, and Jordan Grace. I'm looking forward to being live for NXT tomorrow night. Looking forward to being live for Evolve this Wednesday night. I am looking forward to being live for Night of Champions. I might actually take off Saturday to work Sunday. I'm going to try to have a discussion with my manager about that. And actually also let them know that I'm going to have to take off again. Take off Saturday again to work Sunday next month because there's 2 other pay-per-views that are on the same day. One in the afternoon and one at night. Just like it was with freaking WrestleMania. Just like it was with Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank. Ray! Gotta be live for both pay-per-views again. Am I guaranteed to get bigger audience? At this point, I might as well say no. Because I didn't get much tonight. So last week, I was killing it last week, man, with these watch-alongs last week, man. I don't know what's going on this week. I mean, I haven't done anything wrong. Like, I may repeat myself a few times, but I mean, I do that. It's not a habit. I just do it. I do it because there are some people that may be tuning into the stream that may be able to only hear in one ear. There are some people that can't hear in one of their ears. Some people may have one ear, you know. But I guarantee you most of y'all that's tuned in can hear in both ears. But I do it for people that can only hear in one ear. That's why I repeat myself. Because one of your ears may not work anymore. You know, you may not hear in one of your ears, you may hear in your other ear, you know. There are a lot of people that's known for having ear problems. There are a lot of people that went in the hospital that had to get their ears fixed and checked. Hearing checked and everything. But yeah, the only thing that was annoying tonight was the commercial breaks, which really disrupted the flow of the matches and made it hard to get invested. Overall, it was an okay episode, you know. But with a bit more pacing control, it honestly could have been really, really good. And that's all I gotta say. Period, point blank, simple as that. If there was more pacing control, if the matches and the segments would have been A+, you wouldn't hear a damn thing. You wouldn't hear not a single complaint from me, I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. But like I said, this was an okay episode for what it was. Overall grade, I give it a B, and it's gonna stay a B. I'm not changing it. Woo! I know, right? EWB. You know what else? Storm and rain. It's raining and storming outside. It was. It was for like 2 seconds and then it stopped. Yep, I am almost at 790 subs. You are right, man. Or 700 and I'm tripping. I'm almost at 800 subs. I didn't mean to say 790. Oh Lord. I gotta get off of here, man. I gotta get off here and get some rest. Dang, I wanted Stephanie to win that Queen of the Ring tournament, man. Damn. But Asuka still deserved to win. I mean, it wouldn't make sense for her to come back and lose. That would be a waste of fucking time. It would be one of the worst creative decisions ever, having Asuka lose, coming back to lose. At that point, you might as well say, what's the point of bringing her back when you're just going to have her lose and not do shit? Waste her on TV. Use her like a fucking jobber. No. Do I think this was the right call to have Asuka win? Of course. 100%. 100%. I don't want to hear all the goddamn negative people online, on the internet wrestling community on X. Oh, but it should have been Ivy. It should have been Raquel Rodriguez. They really know what the fuck they're doing, man. They know what they were doing. They knew what they were doing in this with this Queen of the Ring women's fatal 4-way match. Did Raquel need to win the Queen of the Ring match? No. Did Ivy Nile need to win the Queen of the Ring tournament fatal 4-way match? No. Did Stephanie need to win it? Well, I rooted for her to win, but the answer is no. You know, Stephanie's one of my main favorite WWE female superstars. She didn't need to win. She wasn't gonna win. Well, I'm not gonna say she wasn't gonna win. She came close to winning. She came close. I'm not gonna say that because Stephanie's my favorite. She is my main favorite WWE female superstar. So I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna sit there and question whether she should have won or not. I'm not gonna answer that. I'm just gonna simply say she came this close. Hold on, let me cut on my camera. I'm just gonna say she came this freaking close to winning the match. If she would have been up in that ring, she would have been able to have time to break up that pin. But she was tired of it. I think she already knew she was losing, judging by her seeing Asuka coming out to her old theme. I think she knew she was not going to win. And then Saudi Arabia probably wasn't going to let her wear her devil horns that she wears, that she comes out to her theme song wearing, to the pay-per-view, to the premium live event. Like I said, she lost for personal reasons. That's what some of the people in the internet wrestling community on X were saying. I've been saying this way before they have, though. But, you know. Y'all see that tweet from Rhea Ripley talking about some... I mean, I agree with it. I agree with what Rhea tweeted out. I mean, she's not wrong about what she said. At first, I was just lost and confused. Like, why did she tweet that out? Did somebody wish harm on Liv Morgan? Who was the account on X that wished harm on Liv Morgan? I'm still trying to investigate, trying to figure out who the account was. I still haven't got nothing. She tweeted out at 10:25 p.m. on X saying, don't PSA. So I'm guessing PSA stands for Public Service Announcement. Yeah, Public Service Announcement. She says, don't celebrate an injury. Disgusting behavior. Don't be like them. Now, a lot of people in the internet wrestling community on X are claiming that she is referring to some of the Liv Morgan fans. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want nothing to do with that. Why is there an earwig falling on my wall? In my room? Oh, ew, nasty, nasty, nasty. Anyway. As I was saying, Rhea has a right to tweet that out. If she feels like somebody is tweeting out wishing harm on Liv Morgan, she's going to tweet out about it. She's gonna tweet out about it. That's what she did. I commented on the tweet. I actually couldn't agree more. I actually agreed. There could have been an account or accounts, multiple accounts, tweeting out about Liv Morgan wishing her harm. Oh, I wish she was gone. We're all human beings, okay? You can't be wishing harm on Liv Morgan like that. That's just not very nice. It's just very rude and disrespectful. You gotta respect your superiors, man. I don't know why people gotta be so ruthless, man. And honestly, I think some of these fans in the internet wrestling community are just jealous of what Rhea tweeted out. People complain and saying Rhea really shouldn't be tweeting it out. Okay, it's her fucking Twitter account. She can tweet out whatever the fuck she wants. You don't like what she tweets out? Then block her. Hello, public service announcement. Block Rhea Ripley if you didn't like what she tweeted out and said. Just for future reference and a future advice. I don't know why it's so hard for these fans in the community to not just block Rhea. Like, all you gotta do is hit the fucking block button. What Rhea Ripley said on X wasn't bad to me. I agree with it, honestly. It's not a fucking problem to me, but apparently it's a problem to some of the idiots on there. They know who they are. They know, and my X followers, they know who I'm talking about. They already know. Even my YouTube subscribers know who I'm talking about on X. Because I be on X a lot. They know that. I mean, obviously, I got my X account link on my YouTube channel. You know, people are going to find some excuse. They're going to find ways to say what the fuck. They're going to find ways to say some dumb shit. And you know, that's how people are. People want to say dumb shit. People want to say stupid shit, you know. I don't know why I mean, if you don't have anything nice to say, honestly, you shouldn't be saying it at all. Don't say it at all, period. If you feel like you're going to say something negative that's going to cross the line, keep it to your damn self. Keep it to yourself and keep it away from everybody else. Because we don't want to deal with that. We don't want to hear all that shit. We don't want to deal with that. Okay? This is to all the people that think they're going to try to come on X and make some negative comment and tweet about somebody, about a WWE superstar, tweeting out, saying what she had the right to say anyway. I mean, vice versa. Seriously. Like, she literally tweeted out what some of us already knew she was gonna say. As soon as Liv Morgan dislocated that shoulder, some of us had that feeling that Rhea Ripley was gonna do that. Like I said, Rhea Ripley said what she said. I don't have a problem with it. I think she tweeted it out perfectly. I think it was perfectly said by her. So, kudos to Rhea Ripley. I'm getting the hell out of here. I got nothing else to say. If I don't get out of here, man, I'm going to go back and talk about it all over again. Let me know your thoughts on Rhea Ripley's tweet, and whether you agree with me or not, that Rhea Ripley's tweet is spot on point. It's spot on right. Now, if you think Rhea Ripley's tweet justifies the toxic IWC community that the community is. I mean, please, what I'll do, man, shoot me a message on X, man. Seriously. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on Rhea Ripley's tweet, man. Really. And most importantly, your thoughts on Monday Night Raw, Season 33, Episode 24. I can't wait for a Night of Champions. Most importantly, I can't wait for Saturday Night Main Event, NXT, Great American Bash, and Evolution. Stephanie is definitely going to be on Evolution. Julie is definitely going to be on there. We might end up seeing... I got an announcement to make. We might end up seeing Ronda Rousey. I don't know. We might. Maybe. We'll see. Am I going to be the only one saying that on the stream? No. JD used to say it. But he says it funnier, though. He says it funnier to me and everybody else that says it on their streams. Ronda Rousey. I'm getting out of here, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see each and every single one of you guys, ladies and gentlemen, live for NXT Season 19, Episode 27. It's going to be a banger of an episode. These 4 women's matches are going to steal the show. The only woman that I can see flumping the show, Lash Lynch. How about it? The rest of the women are great. I know Lash Lynch kind of needs to improve a little bit, but that's just me. Jada Parker, Izzy, Zoria, Thea, Kaylani. I'm talking about all the women in the Women's Evolution qualifier matches. The rest of the women are great. Lash Legend is the only woman that's not really that great in the ring. No disrespect to Tripp Williams. I feel like Tripp Williams is better than her in a lot of ways, honestly. So at least there's that. But I'm done. See you guys live tomorrow night for NXT. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait to be live for NXT. It's going to be a great episode. The women's stuff is going to beat the men's stuff again, like it always does. That's the way I love my NXT women's division. Good night, y'all. Ooh, I definitely got to get the hell off of here now. It's lightning outside. Good Nickelodeon night. Get the hell up out of here. Time to go.